Malaysia's Taman Negara is home to one of the world's oldest rainforests, over 130 million years in the making. We thought we knew what to expect, but this place is wilder than we could have imagined. From hidden paths to jaw-dropping encounters,
it keeps like charging into us really fast.
This rainforest has surprises at every corner.
That's how humid it is.
If you're new here, we're Abby and Gaz, and for the past 3 weeks we've been diving headfirst into Malaysia's culture, food and all the amazing things this country has to offer. After a few fun days in Kuala Lumpur, checking out the famous Genting Highlands, we hopped on a bus bound for the heart of the rainforest. As the trees thickened and the roads got rougher, our excitement grew, or at least mine did. And soon we finally arrived at Taman Negara, ready for a weekend full of unexpected discoveries. Hit subscribe as we explore Malaysia's wildest side.
So we have just arrived at Taman Negara National Park. We have got so many cool activities in store for you guys, so we are super excited. But the first thing that we need to do is go across the river on a little boat for the first time and get our jungle passport, which I think essentially gives us access to the jungle, hence the name Jungle Passport.
Hello, we need to get our jungle passports. Do you have to pay the boats, or how much is it? For boats? Okay, thank you. So it's RM1 per person per boat to go across there. We're getting on this big one? Okay. Ooh.
That's either that side.
This is pretty cool, isn't it? First step in the oldest rainforest, or one of, it's not the oldest, it's one of the oldest rainforests in the world. Are you ready, Gaz? Da, 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 woo. Anyway, passport. Okay, we've got the goods. It's quite an official building, to be fair. It's quite funny. Basically, it's RM1 per person to get in, and if you want to take any photos, including smartphone, it's RM5 per person. So we paid RM6 each. We had to carry this around with us at all times, like our little passport. And yeah, we're going to head back to the hostel now, and then I think the fun stuff starts tomorrow. We'll go and meet some people in our place, and we'll see what we get up to.
Just levering up the mozzies for this jungle walk we're about to do. So we are literally about to go on a full day of adventure. Apparently between 10 to 15 kilometres right the way through the jungle, loads of stuff to see. So we're up bright and early before anybody else in the hostel, it seems.
Bye to civilization for the next, how many hours is it? It's like 10 hours.
Morning, guys.
Morning. So off we went. I have to admit, I was a bit nervous, mainly due to the humidity and the challenging ups and downs of the trail. But that's all part of the adventure. Just a few minutes in, we spotted something really interesting. And that was only the beginning. There was so much more to discover today. Ah, yeah. So there's elephant poo on the track here from a few days ago, and apparently they saw elephants on the night walk. We saw videos of it, so that's really cool. Imagine if we get to see an elephant today. Oh, the possibilities are endless.
Okay, so we've got to the point of no return. So beyond this sign, you need to be on a guided tour because it can get quite dangerous. So lucky for us, we are.
The boardwalk has disappeared, and now we're actually going to be trekking through the jungle, yeah, so some concentration is needed.
Look at that. Oh no.
Wet foot?
Yeah. Literally the first bit of water, bloody Air Maxes slipped. My sock's soaking now. That's why you shouldn't wear Air Maxes in the jungle.
So this rainforest is 130 million years old, which means it's as old as the dinosaurs. So when you're walking through here, you just have to imagine like a T-Rex or a pterodactyl just floating around, or like I was saying, it really reminds me of Jurassic Park, obviously, and also Jumanji. Imagine how many things, people, animals, plants have been and gone in this place and are still actually surviving 130 million years later. Pretty epic to think about. If you love nature and stuff like that, it's like the perfect way to switch off from the world, basically.
Super quick, before we get into the part where things get crazy in the rainforest, I want to share something important with you. Mental health is something that we're passionate about, and it's a conversation that doesn't happen often enough, especially amongst men. When life gets overwhelming, I find that adventures like this help me reset. But let's be honest, not everybody has the opportunity to escape on a jungle trek when life gets tough. And even when you can, sometimes it's not enough to really clear your mind. In those moments, speaking with a professional can make all the difference. That's why BetterHelp, the paid partner of today's video, is such a valuable resource for anybody needing extra support. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that makes it easy and convenient to connect with a credentialed therapist from the comfort of your own home. You can have therapy sessions by phone call, video chat, or even messaging depending on what works best for you. With over 1,000 therapists in their network, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist based on your needs and preferences. And if you don't feel like it's a great fit, you can easily switch to someone new at no additional cost. Taking care of your mental health is really important and something that you need to start prioritizing. If you're struggling with anxiety, stress, or any other mental health challenges, I encourage you to check out BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/Abby and Gaz or select Abby and Gaz at sign up for a special discount on your first month of therapy. We hope this helps someone. Now back to the jungle.
It didn't take long for us to realise how many hidden dangers were in the rainforest. Is that the leech there?
Yeah. Go on, stick it on you, Abs.
No way.
For the video.
Yeah,
No,
go on, do it
Gaz
for
can
the
do it for
do
the
it for
video.
the views.
You do it for the views.
No, not. Termites.
Thousands of termites.
Where? Oh god. Right, don't stay around too quick or they'll go all up your pants.
They eat everything and anything, including you, so they'll bite you. After that, I was definitely treading a lot more carefully. My worst nightmare would be a leech.
The rope to hold on, Abs.
Traversing down a waterfall with this rope now.
You haven't.
I did, but then termites come in.
One more thing, if you lost in the forest, to communication.
Ah.
So next time maybe you lost in the forest, how to communicate. So you can use this technique.
Doesn't sound very hollow to me. No one's going to hear me if I'm lost, are they? So it's cool. Our guide is like teaching us survival skills throughout the trek as well. So like lots of little tips that if we ever got stuck in the jungle. Bear Grylls eat your heart out, won't it?
Well, next we'll be eating a bloody live snake.
Yeah. Ooh. A quick refreshment break before we started the hard hike up to a viewpoint.
Hello.
So it's called Dukong.
Yeah, Dokong.
Dukong, local fruit to the jungle. Hold that so I can... It's got like a peel like an orange.
It's good.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Mmm. Really sweet. What's it taste like? Like a grape but with an orange texture.
A bit like lychee.
Lychee, yeah. So this is a giant ant and he's persuading Gaz to put it on his arm.
Do they not bite, no?
No,
You sure?
I'm sure.
Oh, there you go. Brave man.
Yeah, I don't particularly want it on me though.
Yeah, it's
Giant
huge.
in the end.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's gone already.
He's gone, thank God.
As we began the climb to the viewpoint, both the heat and the trail's intensity ramped up. You really had to watch your step, knowing that if you fell, it would take emergency services a very long time to reach you. In moments like these, your safety is truly in your own hands. It's okay. Oh yeah, sheer drop. It's all very steep actually.
Either side is pretty steep.
Here we go. Got a nice view of the river and of how vast the jungle is. Just trees for miles with the only thing breaking up the river. Pretty cool. Makes you feel very small in the world when you see stuff like this. I think it's Malaysia's biggest rainforest. After half an hour of relaxing, we were back on the trail, heading to our next stop, a promised stunning spot to cool down. The walk was more of the same, trees, winding paths, and the occasional insect ready to bite. It was easy to fall into a trance, just listening to the rainforest, lost in thought, until I'd snapped back to reality, realising we were trekking through it. It takes like every brain cell you've ever got in your life to concentrate when you're this hot. Like going down that steep hill there where you're like traversing with a rope, and any wrong move and you'll fall back down quite a steep cliff. Actually pretty sketchy like. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
That's his sweat, by the way.
Yeah, that's how humid it is.
That's actually making me want to throw up.
What do you want me to do about it?
Soon we had running water, and that could only mean one thing. The waterfall was close. It took all my willpower not to dive into the first stream we passed.
I'm not gonna lie, when we was walking up here there was like so many little tiddlers, and like I thought, I wasn't too sure if we was gonna have like a ta-da moment, or it'd kind of be like, oh, you're here, and we're like, oh great, let's get in. But yeah, it's definitely a lot better than I expected, and it's a ta-da. Excited to get in?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Time to go, I'm so sweaty.
Right, so we've got to try and climb up there. Do you want me to stand at the bottom and... Oh look, there's little fish! Yeah. Oh! Oh, they're nibbling me! Go on. You've got it. Push! He's like territorial. He's aggressive. There he is. There. So there's like a little fish here, and he's so aggressive. He keeps like charging into us really fast. Now we're both almost on the edge of the water. There he is. Look. Get him. This one here. Yeah, go on. Got our little lunch boxes from our tour at the hostel. So Abby's can't have the fried chicken, so you've just got fried rice with egg, and I believe, fingers crossed, there's a bit of chicken in here. Yeah, we've got some fried rice, egg, bit of chicken. Can't go wrong, can you, when you're in the middle of the rainforest?
Yeah, look at this setting.
Yeah, that's definitely lunch at work focus. How's your Monday?
Yeah, how's your Monday? Little jungle. Oh, where's that spider gone? Hopefully away from me.
Yeah.
So we've decided that our shirts being washed in the river is better than being
Thinking of sweat.
Thinking of sweat.
Well, we could have washed them an hour ago and then let them dry.
How wet will we get? Do I need to...
No, we get wet after the village.
So the next stop is we're heading to a village in the jungle.
Indigenous village.
Yeah, and they're gonna hopefully show us how they used to live / kind of still live, but I think they obviously
apparently
become more modernised now.
Up until about 30 years ago, they would still like catch all of their own food and like source everything, but now they go to the mini mart apparently.
It's really cool. So there is no electricity here, and they live in these little huts that are made out of, I don't know what this is made out of. I guess it's like palm leaves. And then they've got solar lights on the top. I don't know if you can see that in the background.
There's 1,000 people in this tribe, but different villages, and then there's 13 families who live here.
But then obviously when we come, they get a bit of money for them to then not have to go out hunting to live anymore. So they're modernised. Even though the local tribes have adapted to some modern changes over the years, they still hold on to ancient skills that have been passed down for generations. Our tour began with a demonstration of how they make fire using only natural materials, and they managed it in under 30 seconds. It was mind-blowing. When it came to our turn, we couldn't even get a single ember going.
Okay, give up.
Even after 20 minutes.
Just blowing it out.
Next, they showed us traditional hunting methods using poison arrows, blowing them through bamboo tubes. It was such a wild skill to see in action.
Oh, close.
Bit of practice, I might get better at that. Oh, I was better than you.
Why did mine sound like a trumpet as well?
It's cool that they come and show us their old way of living, and also a really fun fact was if someone dies, they still do it to this day.
Okay.
Instead of taking them to like a grave like we would, they build a little hut meters and meters up into the trees, and then they leave the body there forever. So there could be like little huts in the trees when you're walking around with dead bodies in, which is mental. So we're going back on the boat, and apparently we're going to get very wet, so we've had to put our bags in a plastic bag. That's how wet we're going to get. Put life jackets on. Oh my god, my legs are in bits from today. Quite excited for this. So off we went, cruising down the river back to our hostel. Seeing the rainforest from this perspective was incredible. A perfect way to end what had been a truly epic day. It was almost relaxing, until... Oh my god, actually it's in my mouth. That was good. Oh, okay, you were right. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know what's going on here. We're just going and then flipping the boat a bit. Rapid shooting. Here we go again.
We cruised back to the hostel, genuinely grinning from ear to ear. After a good night's rest, we were excited to show you the really interesting restaurants here in the village. Good morning, guys. What a day.
What have you got in your hand? Are you showing these for a reason?
Yeah, careful, going to drop them down the hill. What a day yesterday was. I've just been given some local mangosteens. We know that I love them from the... Oh no, I didn't show it in the food tour, but anyway, I love them. I've tried them in Malaysia and they're delicious. We're heading out for breakfast. We thought we'd give you a little debrief, but yeah, our legs were aching. When I was sleeping, I kept stretching them because I was so exhausted from yesterday. Were you?
I was, yeah, absolutely knackered. I went to bed went into the dorm room at 10 p.m. I was like, oh, I'm going to watch the football, and literally
Fell straight asleep.
I fell asleep. Woke up at 2 a.m. my phone was still on, and I was like, oh, I needed that sleep. But yeah, anyway, now we're just going to
head to one of these floating restaurants.
Head to the floating restaurant.
These are the main places that you eat, so I'll quickly show you them here. So all of these along the river, I've only got one hand free, is the main restaurants. We've been going to Sky Corner, which has been good. Anyway, let's grab some breakfast. Sit by the water. So this is the little restaurant. And it is actually floating on the river, so when a boat comes in like now.
So that's the dock.
Yeah.
And like when we were having dinner last night, we actually felt like a bigger boat went past and the restaurant rocked, and you kind of actually realise that you are on water. You're not, it's not like a gimmick, you're actually floating on water.
It's a right little community here, and we would highly recommend staying at Wild Lodge. The guy who owns it is really, really sweet. Anyway, I mentioned that I loved mangosteens, and he's brought me some jungle ones, so I'm going to try one for you now. The struggle is real.
You're absolutely massacring the mangosteen. What are you doing?
I don't know. All over my hands now. It's so sweet. Like, it's kind of like a grape, but in an orange format, in my opinion. So it's like segments like an orange, but as sweet as a grape. It's honestly one of my favourite fruits in the world now that I've discovered it. If you ever see me, bring me a mangosteen.
So the thing with this town is all the restaurants do offer the same menu, but we think this is the best one, or the best one we've tried here, called The View. Yeah, it's essentially just like noodles, rice, egg and fries, variations of. It does the job.
So our bags are officially more laundry than they are clean clothes at this point.
Actually stink.
We actually do stink.
Like, there's a level of jungle smelling, and it's like we've been in the jungle for 10 days, not 1 day or 2 days.
Anyway, we've just been talking about it. We've had such a good time. It's been really, really fun. Properly switched off from the outside world and just got stuck into like a proper adventure, haven't we?
Yeah, such a great few days. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hard to not switch off when you've got such beautiful scenery around you, really cool people and nice hostel and stuff.
Yeah, if you like nature and outdoorsy stuff, then we would highly recommend it, and we'd highly recommend staying at Wild Lodge, which is where we are right now, where we're packing up from. But if you've enjoyed this video, we hope you have. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!